The year was 1954. With their sturdy, broken-down microphones, they were headed for greatness in the American West. Jack and Ron in the morning. If you don't laugh like this, you're probably normal.
The following entertainment special contains mature subject matter. Parents may consider some of the program content unsuitable for children. Parental discretion is advised.
It's the bad boys of radio.
Come on now.
Here's Jack and Ron.
Hey, what's happening, man? It is Jack Dam Elliott, Ron Dam Williams, America's two favorite jackasses. Right here with the number one video podcast in America, Ron Williams has returned. He'd been out a couple weeks, but he's back now.
That's right, and they said that I'm not contagious or
That's good.
or anything.
Oh, Anybody got some spray, maybe a Clorox wipe? Anyway, we're here ready to go with the number one video podcast in America, live at Othello's Italian restaurant in Edmond, Oklahoma. They've got another location down in Norman on Campus Corner. Othello's Italian restaurant, incredible food, incredible service. You're going to love it. And they got a beautiful bar. I'm staring at it right now.
That would help somebody if they were kind of semi-stuffy or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, a nice shot.
A little fireball or maybe some tequila, something like that.
Anybody?
Unfortunately, they don't open till 4, so there's no bartender on duty. But they've got good
the liquor's
stuff.
there, man.
Yeah, it is there. We also have to thank the folks at Othello's for allowing us, Bob and Tammy and Jen and Nancy, the proprietors here, for allowing us to come in here and just completely turn the place upside down every Monday. And thanks to Richard, our executive producer, for bringing in all the equipment. Do you have a microphone today? You forgot to hook it up. Okay.
Too bad. Well, you know what? While he's doing that, I want to say thanks to Richard and to you, man. I really hated that I was as sick as I was, sicker than I thought I was.
Was it diphtheria or?
It was the flu, but it was a different type of flu. It was the flu that said, "Oh, you think you better? You think you better?
You weren't.
Yeah. Now lay your butt.
Can you guys
back
hear me
down.
now?
Oh yeah, we hear you.
Hello.
Yeah,
Yeah,
loud and clear.
Thank you, Ron. Thank you for the thank you.
Is that a new microphone?
No, it's just one I just grabbed real quick.
It sounds. I was about to say it sounds so different, man.
Oh, do I sound like Ron Williams? It's because of the practices I've been getting this past couple of weeks.
There you go. Yeah. Anyway, hey, we're here at Othello's. Remember to check them out 7 days a week. They open at 4 p.m. Great food if you like Italian food, and who doesn't? Great pasta dishes. They've got a thing called the Total Dominance, which is an incredible pasta dish. And they even have one called Jack's Herb-Crusted Salmon, and I know they named it after me because I ate it so often. In fact, I'd eat that salmon so often I became a better swimmer. So check out Othello's. Also want to remind you, one of our huge sponsors of this particular video podcast is Howard Harris Funeral Services for that final journey in your, end journey.
Yeah, providing elite services with professionalism and distinction. You know what? You can go ahead and cut down a lot of the hassles as far as when someone passes along. Because I'm going to tell you something.
Talk to me.
You're going to pass. Either you or someone you know, you are going. There's no question about it. Well, I don't know. I may not go. No, you don't think about it. You're going. Yeah. Now is the time to go ahead and make sure that trip is exactly the way you want it. And, of course, we'll be providing information now and in the future as to how inexpensive it is. As some people are saying, gee, I don't want to pay for the predestination package forever. You don't. You don't have to.
Wow.
You can pay it, and it's done. I mean, everything's done. We'll tell you all about that, but you need to go ahead and get some more information, and you can do that by calling Audrey Howard Harris, 405-682-1883. Let me give you that number again.
405-682, and then what are the final four?
1883.
All right.
And they also offer will and estate planning as well. They got you covered.
Get it all done before you check out. You know, at this point, some of you have already used most of the runway. Come on, get on board and start planning that final journey. All right. Also got to mention my product. It's Jack Attack Clean and Shine, the best product for your vehicle. I'm not kidding. If you want to get a bottle, go to shopjackattack.com. Cleans your vehicle inside and out. leather, vinyl, glass, plexiglass, chrome, and it'll make the paint shine like you ain't never believed.
You were right in front of me this morning as we were coming in.
Yes.
And, the sun, the sun's gone now, but at that point it was, and it was reflecting off your vehicle. And I said, this sure is fun. I'm going to put my shades on.
It's all a result of using Jack Attack Clean and Shine. Jack Attack Clean and Shine, the only vehicle cleaner your vehicle will ever need.
Yeah,
so check it out.
Only thing better than that is to have Jack come and clean your car for you.
And at the right price, I probably could do that for you.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, you just never know.
All right.
We got a bunch of things to cover.
Yeah.
Are we going to do Too Tough Trivia to kick it off?
Well, as a matter of fact, we can.
Well,
and I don't know. I have two. Let me give you one, and if you get this, then I'll move on to the next one. And if you don't, I'll save it for next week.
All right.
How much did Taylor Swift's Eras tour make? About how much? No one knows for sure.
I want to say in the neighborhood of 50 million. Oh, no. I say 3 billion.
Okay, yeah, I was say we got up them numbers, Jack.
3 billion is what I'm going
I say
with.
about 900 million.
900 million. Okay. Well, one was too high and one was too low. So,
okay. Not too shabby, Jack.
No, we're
1.3 billion.
That's pretty good.
That's awfully good. Good enough. Well, I'm going to give you another one.
Ooh,
another question?
Yes.
All right.
And I'll give you the answer to this one later.
Okay.
But you got pretty sharp. I don't know
We try.
what the hell y'all been doing. Okay. Samuel L. Jackson has only one nomination as far as his work in over 100 films. It was for supporting actor in what film?
Django Unchained.
What?
Was it Django? We both said Django.
Yeah. He was great in Django.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, that's not it. All right, so we'll come back to that.
Okay, one other. Pulp Fiction.
You son of a...
Yeah, that was going to be my second guess.
Yeah.
That was my first choice, too,
Jack
but I
beat
thought,
me.
no, it's too obvious. But
Jack beat me.
Yeah, well, I knew it had to be either that. Let's see, what else was he? He was in the Hateful Eight, but
Oh,
He
yeah.
was in all the Avengers, but he's a super supporting role in that one.
yeah. By the way, he was nominated in 1994
That's crazy.
for
though.
Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction.
That's his
And-
last time being nominated?
Yeah, he's only been nominated one time. Martin Landau
That is
won
weird.
for that year for Ed Wood.
Ed
But
Wood. I'd
yeah,
forgotten about
and I was
that.
saying, gee, let's see, Samuel L. Jackson for Pulp Fiction, Martin Landau for Ed Wood. Okay, that sucks.
Martin
But-
Landau's been dead for some years now, hasn't he?
Yeah,
Because he used to star in the original TV series Mission Impossible.
that is correct. And he was,
Wow.
and the other one, Space 1999.
Yeah. Yep.
By the way, Samuel L. Jackson did receive an honorary award. That was in 2021. But he's one of these cats, over 100 films, and most of them were pretty doggone good.
I know.
Even with the smaller roles, he
Well-
had such impact. And then all of a sudden, not nominated? That's kind of crazy.
One of my favorite movies was Coach Carter, where he's the basketball coach.
Yep.
Great. Have you seen that one, Richard?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I've
love
seen
it.
most. He
Most
did
of
a
his stuff.
fantastic job in
Yeah,
that movie.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
And that was another, The Negotiator.
Yeah.
That was good.
And
The
it's like-
Negotiator was a great movie. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I said, you look at that
Shaft.
and first Shaft.
The first Shaft. Yeah. What you
yeah.
talking about?
Jeez.
Good old Shaft. Yeah, so Samuel L. Jackson, what a tremendous actor. And now he's asking you, what's in your wallet? As he does those commercials for Capital
What's in
One.
your wallet? I'll tell you what's in my wallet.
About
Tons of money from doing all this stuff.
His wallet. Yeah, not ours.
All right, we'll do something else in just a little bit. I'll get something off my chest, but you've got to get something off your chest.
Yeah, we gotta
as
do
far
Ask
as
the-
Richard is concerned. As
We ask Richard 3 questions every week to kick off the show.
Mm.
It's asinine trivia. Trivia so easy. It's asinine, something we came up with years ago when the sales department would come to us at the radio station with some really lame-ass prize, asking us to make it sound as though we're giving away, a brand new Cadillac or something. So we come up with our backhanded slap at
sorry,
them.
an audio AI.
Yeah. Before we kick the questions off, a little hello to Micah Lee. Micah Lee is watching and says, good afternoon on this windy day. And yeah, It is windy here in Oklahoma City today. Okay, Asinine Trivia, 3 questions for you. Number 1, Richard, name something you eat at Taco Bell.
Tacos.
Got it. Number 2, where would you most likely go to get a Brahms chocolate milkshake?
Whoa.
Rom.
You got it. Good job.
Yummy.
Don't you feel kind of crazy when you get these like,
sometimes you just
how
never
smart
know.
does this guy think I am? Come
You
on.
just never know.
I think they're tough questions. I realize that. Finally, name the 2 guys who have won more broadcast awards than any other broadcasters in Oklahoma, including the national award presented by Radio's Got Talent as best radio personalities in the country, including all 50 states and broadcasters from everywhere. Oh, and who also can appreciate a good cigar while sitting in a sauna totally nude, staring at photographs of Richard Simmons and Pee Wee Herman, and who also performed the #1 video podcast in America.
Jack and Ron.
Hey.
Got it. Good job. Good job.
Yeah.
Good job. By the way, I was going to mention the fact I want to say hi to and thanks to Dr. Brad Britton. He is the head guy, the proprietor over at BVA, Better Vision Ahead, over on North Santa Fe. And he did my eyes. Right eye 3 weeks ago. Left eye last week. My vision, he got rid of the cataracts, put in new lenses, lens replacement. Holy cow, my vision. I told Ron, I can see a fly on a fence post at 200 yards away.
Yeah, so you can see trouble coming.
Yeah.
I'm counting on you.
I'll keep an eye out for it.
Yeah, and
I promise.
while we're doing that, I had some work done. I'll say work done, a procedure done, and
Really?
I learned there sometimes jokes are okay and sometimes they're not.
Really?
Yeah, the lady I'm dating right now and my sister were waiting out in the room when I came out, and I was able to talk to this nurse. Well, not a nurse. I guess she was the operator of the machinery. And I said, now when you come out, I want you to look real sad.
Oh my!
And say, good luck in the future. So
sometimes that's maybe the wrong place for it. Huh?
Yeah. So she came out and she had this look on her face, and she says, good luck in the future. Well, here's the deal. They weren't the only ones in this area. There were some other people sitting out there, and they turned around and they looked at me, and
like,
and I walked over to them, and they were sitting like, oh man. And then I started laughing, and I expected them to go ahead and laugh as well.
Not a chuckle, huh?
Not a smile or anything else.
Not a guffaw.
I saw the fire coming out of their eyes, and I knew it was time to go, or at least be where there were witnesses.
So let me ask you now, maybe you don't want to get into this, but was there a procedure you can share with us? Or
It's just, MRI.
MRI. Okay, yeah.
Because with those, you never know what you're going to find. Well,
you got that right.
Well, look here. We weren't even looking for that.
Yeah.
No.
You're pregnant? Yeah. You had no idea. None whatsoever.
But it was crazy. So ladies probably only, they both may be checking this out right now. Yeah. My apologies. I thought it was funny. And I think
I still think it's funny, but then again, I've got a warped sense of humor.
Well, I think it was the MRI that had me temporarily lose my mind for a moment. It's not my fault.
There you go.
Yeah.
Because they do give you a little medication before you do that, right, in an IV, so you can blame it on the medication in the IV.
Thank you very much.
There you go. All right, couple of quickies for you. Let's see. It says here that beef prices are on the rise. Eggs are now, $120 a dozen. Beef prices are on the rise, but they say it should have zero impact on Arby's. A couple other thoughts here. They say the Pope may step down due to health problems. And the Vatican says they'll replace him with Ryan Seacrest. Is that right? And a woman stole another quick piece of news for you. A woman stole a sink from the bathroom of a British restaurant. Well, there's restaurants in Britain. A lot of times they say they're questionable to begin with. Authorities are on the lookout for a woman with E. coli, streptococcus, hepatitis, pink eye, COVID, and syphilis. So remember, she stole a toilet, though, in in Britain.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. What else we got?
See,
here?
I made it back just in time.
Just in time to save this thing.
No. Again, I have to say it. For those who've never done this before, it's not that difficult when you've been in a certain situation and all of a sudden that situation radically changes to go ahead and still carry that ball across the finish line like you did, man. So, again, hats off to you. Now, have you heard about the newest type of clothing that they have that they're coming up with?
I'm not sure I have. If you tell me, maybe I.
It features plumber's crack.
I had not heard about this.
Yep.
Would there be a reason you'd want that?
Not that I'm aware of.
Yeah,
They showed, they had a little fashion show where there are men and women, and they're coming out, and you can see their plumber's crack. No underwear, nothing like that. The actual.
Is it a picture on the back of the garment?
No,
or is
no,
it,
no.
It's
them. It's them.
So it rides low enough so that they're.
You see and they did do a little survey, and most people, especially the young ones, said, "I don't think I'm following this fashion trend."
Yeah, that's not a trend I'm all on board with.
Yeah,
wow,
buddy.
Hadn't heard of that.
And of course, you're healthy.
I'm trying,
and I'm healthier. But there's a new list of the most unhealthiest foods in America, in the world, just about.
Uh-oh.
I'm only going to list about 2 or 3.
All right. Can I guess on one?
Oh, please.
Just anything fried. Is that in there, or is it just?
Well, yeah. What? Well, you know, it almost has to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Potato chips.
Oh boy.
Tops the list.
Worst thing for you, potato chips. God, and they're so good too. But
white bread.
I didn't know white bread was that bad for you.
Yeah. Wheat is okay. And probably raisin, but white bread, no. Processed meats, like hot dogs and bacon and stuff
sausage,
like that.
Things of that nature.
And
God, sausage is so good. I love.
Oh yeah,
I love good sausage.
And if you cook that bacon just right.
Oh yeah,
it just. And finally, I won't say finally. The list goes on. French fries.
Well, you knew French fries would probably be bad for you.
Yeah, so
because I've seen where you can go to a fast food restaurant, and if you get their burger, it may be, I don't know, depending upon what fast food place. Like I think a double cheeseburger at McDonald's is maybe 450 calories and 20 some odd grams of fat. And so that's one thing. But if you add the French fries to it, all of a sudden you're putting yourself in harm's way. You're really, putting yourself in a situation where it could be detrimental.
Yeah, you get that, and they include in your package the name of a doctor.
Here's one for you.
Problems, here we go.
I thought this was pretty interesting. A 51-year-old guy in North Carolina called 911 last week, and he told 911, "I've been locked in a storage unit for about a week now, and I just now found my phone." And we were thinking, well,
wait a minute, a week?
Of course, it's dark in there, and yet they said the storage unit was described as a hoarder's paradise. It was stuffed with so much crap that started falling down even when the police opened the door. They said no wonder he lost his phone in there and couldn't find it. Took him a week to find it. Hadn't had anything to eat or drink for an entire week. His girlfriend had locked him in there. She was pissed at him for some reason. At any rate...
for the sentence she was going to get.
Well, now
files charges.
The girlfriend, her name is Robin. Hello, Robin. You're now been arrested and charged with attempted murder. And kidnapping. Woo! Not good.
What is it? Why is it some women?
I don't know.
Feel that they are, I don't know, suddenly empowered to do anything if they're angry towards their husband, boyfriend, or whatever. They like attempted. I was just angry with him. Well, yeah, he could have died.
To make him sleep on the sofa, or something like that. But you're going to lock him in a storage unit?
Yeah.
And now she knew he was locked up all that time.
Yeah.
Did she not think he was going to die? Well, she probably did think that, and now
she could have got away with it. Yeah.
Consequently, now, she'd been arrested for murder. Had he gotten locked in there and died, she could have said, "Oh, he went in there and accidentally locked himself in."
Wait a minute.
I had no idea he was in there.
How are you going to accidentally put a padlock on the outside.
Good point. Hadn't thought of that.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I was just reading in the sports section, Kansas City Chiefs coach, Andy Reid, coach of the Kansas City Chiefs, says Taylor Swift is part of the team. She's part of the team. Well, then why didn't he put her in the third quarter when they really needed her? But that's really impressive.
Yeah,
that he
well,
says
Travis is saying that nobody's putting her in or anything like that but me.
So she's considered part of the team.
Well, yeah. You look at the attendance, especially for the home games when she's there, through the roof. Everybody makes money.
Well, yeah, when she shows
it's
up.
and it's not her fault the Chiefs screwed up and couldn't win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, no doubt. I had another little quick note for you. They say the only thing worse than having a jilted ex, we were just talking about that with that storage unit. They say the worst thing of having a jilted ex, one who would completely destroy your car, is maybe having someone else's jilted ex destroy your car. Here's what happened. 18-year-old woman in Florida. Her name is Evelina. In Florida. Why does all this stuff happen in Florida? Well, anyway.
Evelina? Why they got names like that in Florida?
She was arrested Wednesday after she and another 16-year-old set out to vandalize her ex's car. She was furious because he owed her some money, $700. So they spray painted his car, or what they thought was his car, and even threw eggs all over it. Now that's definitely a crime of passion when you consider the price of eggs. Unfortunately for them, they got the wrong vehicle. The car belonged to a neighbor, not her ex-boyfriend. The damage was estimated at $5,000. There's even more trouble. The deputies caught Evelina driving with 2 open containers of Four Loko in plain view. She was charged with criminal mischief, contributing to the delinquency of a minor, because she had a 16-year-old girlfriend with her. Also, possession of alcohol under the age of 21 and DUI. Oh, and by the way, the 16-year-old was charged with possession of marijuana of over 20 grams.
Let me tell you, Car Shield ain't going to help you.
No.
He ain't going to help you with that, brother.
Nuh-uh.
Well, I'll tell you some help, and I'm going to put my foot in it and then take my foot out of it. I am so, on the real side, I'm just really, really angry with what's going on in Washington, D.C.
Oh, my.
That debacle they had Friday where I call it a setup because I think it was a setup, where Zelensky was berated by our president and vice president and was sent away and said when he comes back humbled, I like that word, humbled, they can go ahead and continue with the rest of what they were trying to do, which is establish some type of work or some type of plan as far
some
as
sort of negotiation.
Ukraine is concerned. I was watching a little bit of the world news this weekend and this morning, and I will say one thing for our president: he has solidified so many nations around the world against us. And it's like, what? And for him to try to explain it, and it's like, no, man. 3 years, this place has been decimated, and you can't get any Republicans to say, well, Russia invaded Ukraine. And I'm saying, wait a minute. How is that a problem? It was kind of obvious at this point that Russia invaded Ukraine. Couldn't get any on a couple of news shows. Couldn't get the Republicans to say it.
I'll jump in and say that I saw Meet the Press yesterday, and I have to give hats off and a salute to our own Senator Langford, James Langford. He did.
Yes.
Here's number one. When Kristen Welker would ask him a question, she's the moderator of Meet the Press, he would actually answer the question. The week before, I saw one of our other senators, Mark Wayne Mullen. She would ask him a question, and he would dance around the cul-de-sac before he could even come close to giving an answer, which usually was not. When they asked...
he was wearing the sole off of his shoes. He was dancing so hard, man.
Well, at least with James Langford, they even asked him,
straight up.
what do you think about the measles vaccine? And would you encourage your constituents to? He said, would I? I already have. I totally encourage people to get the measles vaccination. She asked about the Russian deal, and Langford was, yeah, Putin is a thug. He's a horrible human being.
Yep.
And, yeah, he's the one who invaded the Ukraine. So, again, hats off to Senator Langford. What I like about him is he's
straight up
diplomatic,
man.
and he's got a lot of decorum,
Yeah.
and you're not going to find him screaming, hooting, and hollering like a Marjorie Taylor Greene or some psycho
trying
like
to
that.
change history.
Yeah.
That's the part I hate, and I think we had brought that up as early as last year.
Yeah.
How they are trying to change history, and of course they have their little assistant, what do you call it, sidekick here, trying to put Bibles in all of the classrooms, and you can't read that book. You can't read. Well, why can't I read that book? I'm gonna tell you a book to read, folks. If you think this is new, it's not. Get the book by George Orwell. It's called 1984.
Yep.
1984, where you go to bed and this country is your enemy. You wake up, that country is now your friend.
Mm-hmm.
And they have people who will go ahead and put out the material to back all of that up. There's too much going on, and fortunately for this country, we have too many smart individuals. And of course, back when 1984 was first published, they didn't have social media and things like that like we have right now. I think it was wrong, and I'm kind of embarrassed.
Hey, on another subject altogether, the Academy Awards were last night.
Yes.
We talked about Samuel L. Jackson and his nomination with Pulp Fiction. The awards were last night. This movie that won everything, Nora.
Yeah.
I'm not even familiar. Were you familiar with that movie before tonight? Last night?
Nope.
I never even heard of it.
Nope.
I know it's an independent
I think
film.
I remember hearing Roy talk about it.
Really?
But that's the only time I've.
Roy, our movie guy. Huh?
Yeah, I think he was just mentioning that it's coming out.
You know,
it was real. You're right. It is an independent film, and it didn't take that much to go ahead and make it. And now look at it.
It was a little over $1 million, I think, to make that movie.
That is correct.
Not 80 million or 100 million, but $1 million. And so congratulations and hats off to them for all the awards they picked up. My favorite part of the award show last night, when they said, ladies and gentlemen, Mick Jagger. And Mick Jagger came out to present the award for Best Song. And I was just like, this is too cool. Nobody expected him to be there. You could tell when the audience all gave him a standing ovation because
he was standing.
Yeah, he was. I'm just a big fan of the Stones and Mick Jagger specifically. So it was cool to see him there because I was not expecting, and obviously the members of the audience had no idea he was there either. So that was probably my favorite part of it. I don't know. Do you have another favorite part? I was also disappointed for Demi Moore. I thought she maybe deserved the Best Actress award for her part in that movie.
I like Zoe Saldana.
Oh, I do too.
Yeah, and I was real happy for her when you look at how many movies she has been in.
A bunch.
And blockbusters too. She's made money, and she's never been nominated. Whereas Demi Moore, what was she? G.I. Jane.
I think she's been nominated a bunch of times, but never won.
The stripper.
Never won.
Yeah. So it will, just get some more good pieces like that. Good
I think Demi's at the point. Well, she's not old, but she's at that point where. Do you think her time maybe has run out in terms of being able to get an Academy Award?
I have only one name to bring up, Helen Mirren.
Oh yeah, okay.
So
I'll take it back.
She's got lots of runway left if she chooses the right roles.
All right, we got to get to some audio because we get a bunch of that. We collect audio to present to you because you guys love it. Do you? Come on, right here on the #1 video podcast in America, Jack and Ron. Here we go. Warner Brothers is asking a town in Oklahoma, and you may have heard about this. Warner Brothers is all upset. They want the town of Chickasha to take down that giant replica from the movie A Christmas Story. It's that giant leg lamp, the leg with the lamp on top. It's even propped up on a shipping crate. Here's Jim Cowan, an old friend of ours. Remember when he used to run the Bricktown Brewery?
No kidding.
Here's Jim Cowan of the Chickasha Community Foundation on how it's going down without a fight. 2019, Warner Brothers had even denied permission for the town to construct it. I mean, Warner Brothers, little town like Chickasha, you're going to pick on a little town. This thing has become kind of a tourist attraction for them. Anyway, here is Jim Cowan talking about it.
The leg lamp has worked, okay? We're not trying to infringe upon anything. The ones that hate this thing, they didn't want to understand. They were just like, oh, I told you we're going to get sued, told you we're going to get sued. And the reality is there has been no lawsuit. But the biggest thing is this isn't an amusement park. It didn't cost you $20 to come in and see the world's largest leg lamp. The only thing we're selling is officially licensed merchandise. So there is no infringement. It's a piece of art that is not owned by the city. It's owned by the Chickasha Community Foundation, and the land that it's on is owned by University of Science and Arts of Oklahoma.
University of Science and Arts of Oklahoma own the leg lamp.
Yeah, tell Elon Musk to keep his nose out of Chickasha. Can't tell him what to do.
I cannot believe Warner Brothers would even make such a
that's crazy
an assumption that it's time to file a lawsuit against Chickasha for that.
I'll put it to make as much hay out of that as you can, because it is ridiculous. It does not hurt the town, and it raises interest. Maybe some people will go there.
It raises awareness. More people will probably be attracted to go to Chickasha
and check it out.
Check it out.
Yeah,
I agree.
There.
All right, man. We got to take a commercial break. And hey, let me tell you, I've told you this before. Damn it, I mean it. Our commercials are better than anything you saw at the Super Bowl. Our commercials are top flight. So we'll take a break. Stick with us. We'll come back with some email. Roy, the movie guy, see what his take is on maybe the Oscars last night. And then we've got, he's not with us? We don't have Roy. Maybe he overslept because of the staying up so late watching the Oscars. Okay. But we do have email, and we have news of the I'll Be Damned, sleazy, trashy showbiz report. We have so much else coming up, including the dumbass joke of the day. It's all coming up. Stick with us. We'll take a break and be right back.
Hey, Al, I thought we were meeting at Othello's.
Hey, Jack, I am at Othello's.
Well, I'm looking around, and I don't see you. Well, wait, are you at Othello's in Edmond?
No, I'm at Othello's in Campus Corner in Norman.
Oh, great. Well, fortunately, both Othello's have great Italian food.
They sure do, and I'm having the baked ziti.
Ooh, I'm having chicken marsala.
Let's continue with the meeting.
Yeah, sure thing, over the phone, but I need one thing.
What's that?
Your credit card number, because you're buying. Othello's Italian Restaurant on Campus Corner in Norman and in downtown Edmond.
Hey Jack, BK, I need some wings. Are you guys up there?
Affirmative. Your backup is cloud-based. It's all on the cloud nowadays.
That's funny. But you guys have the wings?
Winger, Jack, winger. Winger. Hey, they had a couple of big hits back in the 80s, remember? Winger, big hair.
Hey, Al, I thought we were meeting at Othello's.
They come from
Jack,
Louis.
I am at Othello's.
Preparing food
Well, I'm
fresh
looking
daily.
around, and
Come
I don't
try
see
one of our
you.
great
Well,
new
wait,
sandwiches.
are you at Othello's
or
in
wings,
Edmond?
Any of
No,
7 delicious
I'm at
sauces.
Othello's in
Louis,
Campus.
we're in your neighborhood.
We've got this down to a science. Over. Yeah, we're just not up here winging it.
Hey, it's Jack Elliott with Al Ashbeck at Othello's in Norman, sitting at the original Table of Truth.
Hey, I've said this table of truth to Barry Switzer, Brett Musburger, Bobby Knight, Mike Leach.
So give me the real truth. What's going on?
Othello's is back in Norman with the original recipes and the great service that has made it legendary.
So you mean the original Othello's in Norman is now operated by the same family that operates Edmond?
Get that right.
Al, you have any idea how big this news is going to be to everybody?
To tell you the truth, yeah.
Come be a part of the Othello's family. Here on Campus Corner and in downtown Edmond.
We're up.
Yes, indeed.
Glad to have you guys back right after like I said, the commercial break. We have so much far superior to anything else you're going to ever see. By the way, speaking of commercials, one of the major sponsors of this #1 video podcast in America, Howard Harris Funeral Services. They do a great job.
That's right. And I'll tell you something else. Notice we say funeral service is not funeral home. I mean,
Right.
It's not your home. We're talking about services that are provided to you as you go on your final journey. How about this pre-need funeral package? You want to be, you want to be dressed the way you want to be dressed.
Sure.
You want all the accoutrements that go with it, whether it be flowers or color of the casket or anything else. Hey, they can help you with it. As far as cremation, man, they have prices that you'll die for. Let me tell you.
Hey.
All right. All you need to do is I hope they're not mad. Hey, don't get mad, okay? I was just trying to bring a smile to someone's face.
I like that.
All right. You can call Audrey Howard Harris at 405-682-1883. They offer will and estate planning. And you know what? Stop all of the arguing and she or he wanted to be buried in this or that or whatever extras that you may want. You go ahead and get that handle ahead of time.
Yep.
And at the same time, it's far less, and I'm going to say this, far less than you think. All you need to do is call Ms. Harris at 405-682-1883. That's Howard Harris Funeral Services, my friend, for your final journey.
Yeah, you never know. Time could be, it could be tomorrow. It could be next week. It could be several years from now. But isn't it the best idea to have it all laid out and planned out before it happens?
You're going to need it. This is the one thing. I was speaking with Miss Harris the other day, and I was saying, you're in a business where it's not a question of, well, maybe you'll need it, maybe you won't. You will.
It's a matter of when.
Yeah. It's so go ahead and prepare yourself, folks.
There you go. Also got to say hi to Karen Boyle, who says, glad to see Ron back. Yay. Karen, yes, Ron has returned. Oh, by the way, one other thing I wanted to mention, one of our other huge sponsors here is Jack Attack Clean and Shine. My product, my ugly face is right there on the bottle.
I told Elon, I don't care what you say, I'm coming back.
Get yourself some Jack Attack Clean and Shine. We've had some iffy weather lately with rain, snow, sleet, and all the other crap. This is the product you need to get your vehicle looking tip-top and looking like it just came off the showroom floor. It's Jack Attack Clean and Shine. It does the inside, the outside, leather, vinyl. It'll take care of your chrome, your plastic, your wood trim, and makes the outside paint. Whoo, man, it glistens in the sun. It is beautiful. So get some. Oh, how do you get it? Numerous convenience stores around the metro carry it, but easy way to do it. Go to shopjackattack.com. shopjackattack.com. Get yourself some today. All right? I guess we got to get to some email, don't we?
Yes, as a matter of fact, we do.
What's the matter?
There was no ding ding after the Shop Jack Attack.
Oh, okay.
That feels good.
Yeah,
Like you just covered me up before I go to bed.
Okay.
All right, let's get this
Email time, yeah.
But things have changed, man. I was going just a little while.
Going just a couple times and bam.
I still call you by your first name?
Okay.
Hey, Jack and Ron. I'm a 35-year-old guy. I work on a construction site with a bunch of other guys. We all get along. And a couple of times a month, a group of us guys get together to go check out the races at Remington Park or play poker. But the other day I suggested we all do something a bit different.
What?
I said we should all go see the musical Peter Pan.
Well.
They laughed and started calling me Tweety Pie and Panda Bear.
What?
So I just moved on and suggested we go grab a couple of beers at a local watering hole.
Uh-huh.
Do you think it was odd to suggest seeing Peter Pan?
No.
No, not especially if you're a friend, a friend or fan of Captain Hook. And the battle that goes on, the Captain Hook, he was always wanting what, Tinkerbell?
Yeah.
Captain, come on now. Tinkerbell, come on. Anyway, and
Diddy could have played Captain Hook.
And especially with the Lost Boys.
Oh, yeah.
In there as well.
Forgot about that.
Yeah. I tell you what, why don't you go ahead and present Peter Pan again?
Sure.
But present it in a more adult manner.
Right.
Because there's a lot that these guys aren't
That's a
picking
great
up
Broadway
on.
musical too. If you want to see a great musical, nothing wrong with it. Maybe just because the guys like going to the horse races and they like having beer and hanging out, playing pool and all.
Yeah, well, they can always do that. Peter Pan will just be here for a while. And what was the young lady's name? She was Native American, who also liked Peter.
That wasn't Mary Martin. No, I'm thinking of the actress.
No, I've forgotten her name in the book and on the program, and because I know Tinkerbell didn't like Wendy, because Wendy had a crush on Peter, and she had a crush. All the women had a crush on Peter. Yeah,
it wasn't Pocahontas.
No, it was some I've forgotten the name already. If you remember, go ahead and let us know. I forgot her name already, but it seems to be a great musical.
It is.
And let's face it, Oklahoma is more than just a rodeo. We are
good point.
We are expanded and we're sophisticated enough to enjoy Peter Pan.
We're a cultural mecca.
Thank you very much.
We just opened up the brand new O'Connor Resort with that massive water park and everything else.
Yep.
That just opened. I mean, I'm told they have like 13 restaurants in that place. I haven't had a chance to get by.
All right, now for those who don't know, where is it specifically?
Right off I-40 down there by, Richard, help me, I-40 at Eastern, yeah. I-40 at Eastern. You can't miss it off the highway. It's massive,
huge.
Okay,
it's huge.
Looks pretty cool. It has like
it is cool.
It's right by the river.
Yeah, it's got indoor and outdoor water.
Have you seen
park.
it around? Have you driven past it?
I've watched it on television.
I
haven't been.
You drive by there.
I will tell
it's
you,
kind of trippy. You see like these big old water slides coming out.
It's like massive. I mean, when you drive by, you go, "Wait a minute, is this Oklahoma?" It's that big.
Yeah. Well,
cool.
now what we need to do is to support it. That's all we need to do is support it. How many things have we had that were huge, that was nice, and then all of a sudden,
Thunder. People should be like, it's so weird that the Thunder isn't getting like. I feel like when KD and Westbrook here, it was a lot more bigger. But the team we got now are like way beyond superior.
Well, we didn't know anything when Westbrook and KD and James Harden when they were here. We were just fine, happy. We have a professional basketball team. We weren't as knowledgeable as we are now.
Now we literally have some of the best.
We have some of the best players, and we have one of the best teams. Well, maybe the best team in the entire NBA.
Yeah, and we're looking around.
As much,
we don't know the names per se, but all we know is that his 40 points. There's one player for his first time in his career. He had over 40 points. Well, that's good. Somebody else is hitting 40, 50 all the time. That's what we're talking about. Support these Oklahoma businesses.
SGA is one of the players, and what is Shane Gilgeous-Alexander or something? I have a hard time pronouncing the whole name. Sorry, SGA. And what's the other dude? Williams. Williams, a great man. That guy's really been on fire
Williams
lately.
is fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm looking for some type of
connection.
Yeah. Long lost cousin or something like that. Go. Yeah.
All right, we got to get to. Hey, by the way, thanks for being a part of the Jack and Ron #1 video podcast in America. We do this every week live at Othello's Italian Restaurant right here in Edmond, Oklahoma. It's right here in the heart of downtown Edmond, in the bowels of downtown Edmond, Oklahoma. So you need to come to Othello's sometime. You want Italian food, you want great Italian food, check out Othello's. So we've got some more audio we got to get to too.
Oh, yes, indeed. By the way, we'll check out Roy at another time. It was late last
night.
He couldn't put that all together. But I will say this: the best part of the show was at the very beginning when you had Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo sing that song. I mean, it was
they were unbelievable.
It
looks like Ariana Grande is finally starting to put a little more weight on. You know, she had really started to look pretty gaunt. The bones in her body were just kind of protruding from her flesh. But I think she's putting some more weight because that was for the movie, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So she's starting to, have more than just an M&M for lunch. So she's starting to put a little more weight on. By the way, Mary Ellen Miller gave us the name Tiger Lily.
That's it. Tiger Lily.
She was after Peter too.
Yeah, she was.
Well, all those women love Peter.
And Peter knew where to find her. In that forest.
Peter. All right, we got more audio for you. This is a good one, too. 46-year-old man in Pennsylvania won a $57,000 jackpot at a Pennsylvania casino earlier this month, but he isn't going to get it because he has a gambling problem.
What?
And he had previously banned himself from the casino. Here is Doug.
He banned himself?
Yeah. So here's the deal. Here is Doug Harbach of the Pennsylvania Gaming Control Board explaining what the self-excluded ban is all about. Listen to this.
They have an option of 1 year, 5 years, or a lifetime ban. It is enforced if they enter a casino while on the list with penalties for trespassing, and that includes a fine, and also forfeiture of all winnings achieved during the visit.
That's insane.
That's just insane.
Wait a minute.
That's just one way for the state to screw you again.
Yeah, because they get to keep the money.
Yeah,
or
one way for the man to come down on you.
Now, are you telling me that there are pictures of this guy all over the place?
Yeah.
If he just goes in and maybe drops 50 or 100, something like that.
Everybody knows.
Yeah. I mean, that hey, doesn't he look like that's that guy that banned himself, right?
Yeah, so he doesn't get the money he won.
Yeah. Let's go over and
where does the money go?
Let's go. Let's shake him down. How much money you got, man? How much money have you won?
Where does that money go then? $57,000 jackpot that he won. Where's it going to go? Are they going to give it to education? They're going to give it to the poor. They're going to give it to help feed hungry children who maybe don't have everything they should have on their plate.
Or they're going to divide it between all the employees.
Yeah, they're going to take a little trip to Costa Rica for the weekend.
Yeah, something. See, that's crazy. I've never heard anything like that where you can ban yourself for a year, 2 years, lifetime. Or
self-ban? I had never heard of
that.
I've
never heard of that either. Does anybody at Remington Park know about this, or any of the casinos? Do you know if that is?
Let us
go ahead.
know.
Yeah, please. I want to know before I open my mouth and say, ban me from spending this $100 bill. Stop me now.
Stop me from doing so.
Yeah, I am putting a ban on myself, not for a year, but for an hour.
All right, I'm going to get to our news of the I'll be damned in a moment. But first, I wanted to read this real quick. You know, we get messages on Messenger from Facebook on Jack and Ron, and this guy Michael, God, what's his name here? I'll have to look back on it. But anyway, he wrote and said, Jack and Ron, kick that little British bastard's ass, Benny the Midget, back to England now. His last name's Short or Smalls. He's tied to Facebook and Outlook Mail about me and had me illegally banned from both. Something Meadows and some other dumbass named Snake Whipple are also involved. Alert the Edmond police now. What is that?
And also the aluminum hats I missed.
Snake Whipple.
Well, I'm standing out there underneath the radio tower and collecting, radio waves in my fillings in my teeth. Well, I don't know what he's talking about. Anybody have any idea?
Mission, though.
Huh?
He gave y'all a mission.
Yeah.
Well, you know what this means.
Yeah.
We all leave here together.
I have no clue what he's talking about.
And somebody's looking forward, somebody's looking backwards.
I thought I'd check it out because I had no idea what he was talking. His name is Dan Michael Kelly. That was his name, or is his name. Yeah. And now he wrote, a little bit later, he wrote, I told him, I said, we will look into it, Dan. I don't know how we'll look into it.
Well, thanks for committing us.
And then he says, now he wrote, Facebook still refuses to let me in. What did you do, Dan? I don't know. And does any of them?
How's he messaging you?
Through Messenger, Jack and Ron.
On Facebook?
Yeah, on Facebook.
So he has to be like
Jack
somewhat in, right?
He has to have some ability to get in on Facebook.
Yeah, well, let us know exactly why you were banned.
Yeah, that'd be a good start.
And that will let us know, do we need to bother trying to help you, or what you did was so
do we just need to block you?
Heinous that we don't even want to be associated.
We just need to block. Right. Well, we'll look further into it, Dan, I'm sure. It's time for
news of the I'll be damned.
Okay.
Here we go. All right. Interesting story for you. 23-year-old man in New Hampshire. His name is Kelly. He was arrested after, it was a woman. I apologize. Her name is Kelly, 23-year-old woman. Oh, here's why she was arrested, Ron. She peed in the quinoa at a grocery store called Manduk Food Op, whatever.
She peed in the what?
She peed in the quinoa. You know, that's how you pronounce Q-U-I.
Oh,
N-O-A, yeah.
Okay, all right. I know that's stuff I never eat. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, a whole lot of people wonder what the hell quinoa is. It's kind of a ricey type stuff, isn't it? I think.
Yeah.
Somebody
like
knows.
I said, I don't eat it. As ricey as I get is risotto. That's it. Other than that,
So this 23-year-old woman took a pee in the quinoa at the grocery store, and they say it was intentional. Well, how would you accidentally pee on quinoa?
Yeah, I mean, most of the stuff is like waist high or above, isn't it, at the grocery store?
Mostly. Well, she reportedly soiled multiple products, including... Soiled multiple products, including raw walnuts, organic coconut shreds,
of course,
organic polenta, cornmeal, and 3 types of quinoa: red quinoa, white quinoa, and tricolored quinoa.
Man, she really had to go.
For
quite a while.
And get this, Kelly recorded herself doing the peeing, and then put the items back on the shelf after she peed on them, and then posted the footage on an OnlyFans page. She charges $6 a month for access to her OnlyFans page.
Wait a minute. Back up the train.
Yeah.
Back up the train for a second. She did all of this urination on food, and nobody at the store saw her do it.
I know. Is there nobody in the store watching nobody's watching the place, huh? So, and she recorded herself doing it.
And what store is this?
Now they said she did it many times, and not at just this store, but at other stores as well. Police say she's been posting similar videos since back in 2021. The co-op lost $1,500 in merchandise, as well as cleaning costs, and there are probably additional damages at other places, but they haven't said. She was charged with criminal mischief, which is a felony. Could face additional charges. The investigation's ongoing. Some reports say she was an employee at the store, but the store issued a statement, and they said she was not affiliated with the market. Another report said she worked at a plumbing company. Whatever. Anyway, she peed all over some of those products.
Obviously, her plumbing works just fine.
Fine for her, yeah. Beautiful.
That's insane, man. I'm sorry.
I know, it's hard to believe.
Yeah, as many times as you see people being watched. Well, I don't know
Well,
about
you know,
you, but
even
that's me. When I'm at a store or something, I get the idea I'm being watched all the time.
You know you are anymore because for everybody, and that applies to everybody.
Okay.
The convenience store I go to at Bryant and Memorial, it's called Goodies. They have 32 cameras, and they have this giant big screen right there by the front counter. You can look up and see all 32 the video from all 32, by the gas pumps, by the candy, by the the cooler, by the beer, indoors, outdoors. They have 32 cameras. If you don't think you're being watched,
so if one is blinking on and off, is that like something bad's happening at that particular camera site?
Maybe that's the way they do it. Whoa, that's my megaphone because it's time for
the sleazy, trashy Showbiz report.
Oh,
that was a good one.
Boy, yeah, I was about to say
alarm.
it got my attention.
That was tornado size.
Yeah,
man,
well,
that scared me.
Katy Perry, Gayle King, and Lauren Sanchez. What are these ladies up to? They're part of an all-female crew going into space this spring.
I read that and I thought this was insane. I mean,
yeah. Why? Why do you want to do that? Now, the big star that went up there, the biggest one that I'm aware of, is Michael Strahan. He went up.
Oh, that's right, he did.
But Gayle,
and that was a short one, right? He went up for like an hour or something.
Oh, I don't think it was that long.
Yeah.
I
15
think they
minutes
went up
and
there
down.
and they showed him floating around.
And
okay,
then back down.
All right, now take me back down. So I think with Katy Perry, Gayle King, and Lauren Sanchez, what's Jeff Bezos? I believe it's his deal. His flight company.
Which one is SpaceX? Is that SpaceX is Musk's?
Yeah,
and
that's
then
Musk.
Orange something is Bezos, right? Orange,
blue something.
Oh, blue, yeah.
Blue what? Blue pill.
Blue orange. Blue, I don't know what.
Yeah, blue pill. Get your rocket hard.
Yeah. Okay.
Flying straight into
pill.
space.
All right, I'm done. Travis Kelce, he will be back with the Chiefs next season.
All right.
He gets $11.5 million for signing with the team for next season. Not stretched out. He gets that for re-signing.
Like a bonus kind of?
That's
Wow.
right. $11.5 million.
Because I just read the other day that Stephon Curry last year with the Golden State Warriors, Stephon Curry's salary was $55.5 million. That's better than winning the lottery, for God. And that's just 1 year.
Yeah. And he just, he had his career best, I think it was a few days ago, 56 points.
He's an unbelievable player.
I'm going to shoot my bonus. Anyway, Gene Hackman and his wife's bodies were partially mummified. You've probably heard about this.
Yeah.
Meaning they've been dead, had been dead at least 10 days.
That's a shame, man.
They still don't know what's going on. I really appreciated Morgan Freeman coming out because both he and Gene were in Unforgiven, that Clint Eastwood movie.
That was
a
movie.
dynamite movie. Tori Spelling opened up about her sex life, saying she loves it. She's had a threesome. She loves anal. And her first time was when she was 18 years old and says she doesn't use protection.
Wow.
Tori. Lester Holt is saying goodbye.
I'm shocked at that.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's only been the NBC nightly news anchor 10 years. He's going to stay with the network and do Dateline, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, but I don't understand why he would leave. He is the best network anchor in the country.
Well, they say he is the America's anchor, the anchor for America. Now, he was, I don't know if he's going back to that since we have a lady doing Meet the Press, but he did Meet the Press for a while as well.
Oh, he did, yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens. But I agree with you. The guy is absolutely fantastic.
He is. And he's also from Chicago, my hometown.
Yeah. All right. A number of shows on television that you may like, and watch them closely because they are not coming back. They've been canceled.
Uh-oh.
We're talking about Lucky 13, that show with Shaquille O'Neal. See,
that's gone. I'm
nobody.
like,
Nobody.
What show? I didn't even know he had a show.
Yeah, The Good Doctor, which was pretty good. Blue Bloods, CSI Vegas, and CSI Hawaii. Frasier, and a show that I figured it was good for about 2 or 3 seasons. Bel Air.
Well, Blue Bloods. I mean, my God, how long is Tom Selleck going to do that?
I don't know.
God, that thing's been on for what, 50 years?
Yeah. And you never see him doing any action shots.
He's just seated the whole
He's just
time.
sitting there giving out advice. Well, this is the way I see it.
And then a lot of times it's just him nodding his head, in agreement with something. I'm thinking, man, that's got to be a great job.
Yeah.
Sit there and nod your head.
Well,
to
they
the
have
camera.
that big dinner too. Everybody's sitting around and
at the
talking.
big table.
Yeah,
He sits at the head of the table.
And I said, well, this is justice for you. That's justice decided at dinner.
Yeah.
All right. Kourtney Kardashian says her 15-year-old son is not a father.
Ooh.
Well, we don't know.
That you know of.
Yeah. Kanye West is now wearing a swastika T-shirt in public.
God, please.
Why is it everybody keeps saying this guy is not sane, but nobody's doing anything about it? They're just stepping back, watching him go nuts. Neil Young is to play a free concert where? Ukraine.
He's always been pretty outspoken.
Yeah, I would not be surprised to see a number of big-time Hollywood stars, whether performers or whatever, get together to support Ukraine. And finally, Ben Affleck on a co-parenting date with Jennifer Garner, even though she's still seeing this guy. But I think Ben's trying to get back in the saddle.
Wow.
That's what I think. By the way, that's your Hollywood update.
All right, we got to get to some more audio, and this is one of those deals where on our radio show, numerous times celebrities would pop in, and one of those individuals was the Food Network star Paula Deen. And on this occasion, Paula wanted to discuss the reason she was taking her boys to Home Depot. Check out Paula.
Hi, y'all. It's me, Paula Deen from the Food Network.
How are you, Mama Deen?
Oh, I'm glad the weekend's here because I do some really fun things on the weekend with my boys.
Yeah.
And this weekend, my 2 boys, Jourdain and Blunkett, are going to be going...
Whoa.
Huh?
Jourdain and Blunkett?
Yeah, Jourdain and... Oh, that's not their name.
No, it's Jamie and Bobby, Paula.
Dang, I keep forgetting my son's name.
You know, you need to stop putting that hairdo so tight.
Maybe that's it. Maybe I'm inhaling too much of that hairspray. I use that Aqua Velva. Aqua Velva? I mean Aquanet. You know what I mean.
About to tell on yourself, Paula?
I think you've been drinking Aqua Velva.
Oh, how much Aquanet do you use? Half a can a day? Or?
I go through about 2 cans a day. But look at this coiffure. Man, my hair is beautiful. Anyway, this weekend, my 2 boys and I, what'd you say the names of Jamie and Bobby?
Jamie and Bobby.
We're going to go to Home Depot to pick out a couple of new toilets. See, the boys each want their own toilet. And I have a plumber who's going to hook up 2 toilets in the boys' bathroom at home. Since they're each going to have their own bathroom toilet, they're going to want to size them up.
Well, are you talking about 1 bedroom, 2 toilets?
Exactly. 1 bedroom.
Come on, Mama D.
Side by side.
No.
Well, they're going to have their own toilet, each one of them, side by side.
Please say it's in a stall.
No, there's no stall, wide open. But they want to size them up. They want to make sure they get the right one. So we'll go to. I'm taking my 2 boys over to Home Depot so they can actually sit on the toilets and pick the one they think fits them best. Oh, my boys are so fun. I'll tell you what. This is going to be a great weekend. Meanwhile, speaking of the weekend, I, Paula Deen, have a great weekend recipe for you. It's called marshmallow green pea stew. Oh, this is so good.
Wait a minute. Marshmallows, green peas, and a stew?
Y'all gonna love this. Here's the recipe. We start by melting 7 sticks of butter.
First of all, let me get this trash can a little handy. I've learned my lesson now. 7 sticks of butter?
Butter's so good for y'all, you know? So we start by melting 7 sticks of butter. I, Paula Deen, do this all the time. Make this for my boys, and they love it. So I melt the butter. Then we place about 2 pounds of ground beef in that melted butter.
Wait a minute, Paula. Why would you put ground beef, which produces its own grease, into butter? Why would you do that?
It needs to marinate in that melted butter. I swear. So,
oh, Jesus.
we place 2 pounds of ground beef in that melted butter so it cooks up nice and brown. Then we transfer that beef into a baking dish, and we mix in 4 cans of green peas, I should say, and then 3 20-ounce bags of marshmallows. Oh, it's so good because as those marshmallows melt over the green peas and that ground beef, you'll smell an aroma you ain't never inhaled before.
I bet you will.
So, after
please tell me you stop there. You don't do anything else, so please stop there.
Well, hold on. After about 15 minutes in the oven at 325 degrees, you pull it out and you sprinkle the top of your marshmallow green pea stew with some paprika and banana peppers. And enjoy this recipe because, I mean, my 2 sons, my boys love this stuff.
Yeah, look what it's done for them.
Oh, I'm telling you, Ron, they have grown up to be really almost like gentlemen.
that have matching toilets side by side. Come on, Paula.
It's going to be so fun to see the 2 of them sitting there. One reading National Geographic, the other reading Boys Town. Oh, whatever magazines they read. I don't. Anyway, I got to go. My 2 boys are downstairs in the car waiting for me. They're so excited about going toilet hunting. They can't keep themselves composed.
They do realize, don't they, Paula, that they don't have to pull their pants down to go ahead and measure the toilet. They can just sit down.
I better remind them of that.
You better remind them. Don't they know that's not a real toilet? It's out there as a demo. They can't, go.
I think they want to get an actual fit. And you can't get a fit when you got trousers on. So I think they need to get an actual fit. We'll just see what happens. We'll see how things go at Home Depot. I'll let you know Monday. I got to run. They're down there in the car waiting for me, and one of them's kind of gassy.
So hope the window's down.
That's what I was thinking. Oh, man. I'll see you boys later. Got to go. Bye, y'all.
Oh, geez.
Always good to hear from Paula Deen.
I remember that.
Queen of the Food Network. Yep.
By the way, don't forget, folks, next Sunday, daylight savings time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of daylight savings time at all. And
really, I love daylight savings time. We set our clocks ahead, but you lose an hour.
I'm talking about changing back and forth.
Back and forth.
I'm not a fan of that at all.
I think because now we get more daylight, right?
We lose an hour.
But we lose an hour of sleep, but we get more daylight eventually because it stays light longer. And Senator James Lankford from Oklahoma is the guy who is trying to orchestrate this initiative to get it locked in. Lock the clock.
Yes,
get us to daylight saving, then lock the clock.
Senator Lankford, I'm kind of digging it. We need to have him. We need to have him on the program at some point. He's the one that had that deal with the at the border that Trump said no, you don't vote for that. That's too good.
Yeah. And he kind of went against that, didn't he?
Yeah, buddy. All right.
I do like Senator Lankford. I think he's upstanding dude. I think he's what I like about the guy. Okay, and I won't get off on this because we're so short on time. He's logical. He works with he presents himself with a lot of decorum. He makes sense. You're right. He's logical. He's reasonable, and he's not off the he's not over the edge or anything.
Yeah. Well, he was at OCCC when he was running for office,
right?
And asked me to join his campaign.
I remember that.
Yeah, and I said, "Well, I'm sorry, I can't. You're
kind of busy with your job."
Yeah. He says, well, I need you. And I said, well, you don't need me that much. You're not paying me. Go ahead.
All right. We got to get to the dumbass joke of the day.
Come on with it.
Man, we are behind today. Woo. All right, dumbass joke of the day. We got 3 very cheesy jokes. We ask Ron. We call upon Ron to pick one of the cheesy jokes. Yes, Ron gets to pick his cheese. The 3 jokes. Number 1, the tavern visit. Number 2, the doctor visit. Number 3, the surgery. Wow. The tavern visit, the doctor visit, the surgery.
I think let's go to the one that I think helped me get over my illness, the tavern visit.
All right, a businessman enters a tavern. He sits down at the bar, orders a double martini on the rocks.
That sounds like me.
When he finishes, he peeks inside his shirt pocket, and then he orders another one from the bartender. After he finishes that, he again looks in his shirt pocket and orders a third double martini, and the bartender says, look, buddy, I'll bring you the martinis all night long, but you got to tell me what you're looking for inside your shirt pocket. And he says, well, I'm peeking at a picture of my wife. When she starts to look good, I know it's time to go home. Hey!
Well, now.
Let me give you another one.
Yeah, I'd like to be at his house when he gets there.
Okay, here's another one for you. After completing his annual physical exam on a patient, this doctor asked if there was anything that was bothering him. Says to the guy, anything bothering? He goes, yeah, my hearing. That's what he tells the doctor, my hearing. And the doctor says, look, I've checked your ear. I've removed some wax. And then he says to him, is your hearing any better? And he goes, oh, I don't know. The hearing isn't till next Tuesday.
Oh.
Sorry. Okay, one last one. Patient says, why did you run away from the operation table? The other patient says, well, the nurse was repeatedly saying, don't get nervous. Don't be afraid. Be strong. This is a small operation. Okay? So then the other patient says, so what was wrong with that? Why were you so afraid? And the patient says, well, she was talking to the surgeon. Hey!
Oh! Dun, dun, dun.
All right, there you go. Well,
Jack didn't have that problem.
No, hell no. All right, are we ready for Tribond? Is that right? Yeah, Tribond time. We got to get this thing wrapped up. We are way over the clock.
All right, come on with it.
It's where we give you 3 words. You got to come up with one word that works with the 3. Your answer must match ours.
All right.
That's why we call it Tribond. Now,
I don't remember last week.
You don't. You weren't here, so this is the one from last week.
All right.
Sweet skin salad. And I thought it was pretty simple. I thought that a 3-legged dog with no tail and an eye patch could get this. Nope. Sweet skin salad. But you're on the right.
Fruit.
You're in the right ballpark.
Oh.
Sweet skin salad.
Butter.
No. One last one. One last time. Sweet skin salad. I'll give it to you. Potato. Sweet potato. Potato skin. Potato salad. All right, now here's the one for this week.
I started to say that.
You'll have 7 days to think about this one. We'll come back next week and give you the answer. Practice, store, date. Oh, this is so easy. A monkey. I'm telling you, a monkey with a broken tail and no banana could get. I mean, a chicken with no pecker could get this.
Practice what now?
Store.
Oh, store.
Yeah.
I put
Practice,
door.
store, and date. Practice, store, date. Okay? We'll come back next week and give you the answer. Maybe in the meantime, you'll think about it. You got 7 days to do just that.
Oh, and one other thing I wanted to remind everybody. There's this deal that's going on. They were talking about the toll road scams that are going on.
Yeah.
Because I was part of that, and I kept saying, I haven't. Why are they trying to charge me? You haven't been on the toll road or anything like that. And I received something else again today from somebody from Texas saying I owed money.
Yeah.
They can kiss my ass. Anyway, so I was just saying, beware, folks. If you know it's not you, don't just cave and pay it. Don't fight it.
Don't just go willy-nilly and pay the amount if you haven't used the toll road. And I thought it was funny because the same thing came, some relatives of mine, and got plenty of relatives who live in Phoenix, in Arizona, and they were all getting this scam about not having paid their tolls.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody's looking around going, wait, there are no toll roads in Arizona. How can we be riding on a toll road? There are none. And so that's when the scam was pretty much surfaced. Everybody realized.
Public service message from Jack and Ron.
There you go. All right, we got to wrap it up with 2 Tough Trivia. We've got to get the answer to these questions, don't we?
I almost forgot about that. How much did Taylor Swift's Eras Tour make?
1.7.
Approximately. Go ahead.
$1.7 billion.
1.7 billion? Okay.
I said $3 billion, but I know that's too high, so I'm going to come down and go 1.2 billion.
You came down too far. It's $2 billion.
$2 billion. Wow.
$2 billion for that tour.
They cleaned up.
it must be nice to have that kind of money to where you never, ever have to
do anything.
Yeah, or think about
anything.
How you're going to afford anything.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that restaurant. I think I'll buy it. You got your own private jet. What?
Well,
I will have a custom McDonald's on my property.
I'll put it this way. She also handed out bonuses to all of the workers from. Everybody's
why wouldn't you? Unless you're a jerk.
The bonuses. I think she spent over $1 million.
That's not.
She was giving bonuses of like $100,000 to truck drivers and people to set up the gear.
That's pennies.
Yeah, and I know they're saying, "When's your next tour?"
Yeah,
Miss Swift, when's your next
$2
tour?
billion.
Yeah,
$2 billion. She handed out bonuses of $100,000 to various members on the crew, and I guess almost everybody on the crew got big bonuses. That's pretty impressive.
$2 billion? Oh,
wow.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And like I said, how cool would it be knowing that, okay, I need a new jet. Okay, go get me one. Yeah, I need this. I need that. Anything you need, anything you want.
And tell them it's for me and watch the discount they'll give you. Yeah, man. See, I agree.
What was your other Too Tough trivia question? You had
that was Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh, that's right.
And he's been only nominated one time for
Pulp Fiction.
For an Oscar and over 100 films. And it was Pulp Fiction.
There you go.
Dynamite movie. I really like that movie.
All right, man. We got to get out of here. We got to wrap it up. We're way over the clock. We've gone like 10, 12 minutes over the clock, over the hour. Sorry about that, but, we want to thank the folks at Howard Harris. Fine funeral services that they provide for that final journey of yours. And you can call Audrey Howard Harris. She has all the information you need to take that final journey. Okay? Simple enough. 405-682-1883. Is that the number?
You got it, brother.
Not. I just memorized that. Well, because I know my final journey could be right around the corner. Oh, my. Oh, my. Also, hey, don't forget, check out my product. I just knocked my glasses on the floor there. My sunglasses. Jack Attack, Clean and Shine. Get this product for your vehicle. Come on. Check it out. At least go to shopjackattack.com. Ring that bell. shopjackattack.com. There you go. Get some of this for your vehicle. Best cleaning product for your vehicle, inside and out. You're going to love it. And thanks to the folks at Othello's for allowing us to come in here and tear the place up. Remember, Othello's Italian restaurant, they've got 2 locations, Edmond and Campus Corner in Norman. Plus, they also own Around the Corner, the breakfast and lunch restaurant, which is just a door or 2 away from Othello's in Edmond.
You guys did such a great job while I was gone.
Thanks.
Next time around, get here a little early. I'm treating everybody to breakfast.
All right. Looking forward to that.
Yeah.
All right. And thanks to Richard, our executive producer, for setting up all the gear, running the equipment, and making everything look halfway decent, because it's hard to make us look good. Okay, so when you go out to do what you do it like Jack and Ron. Be the best at what you do. Oh, and be sure to share this podcast with everybody you know. Go out there, be the best, like us. Give it 110, 120, 130% effort like Jack and Ron. Go out there, give it hell.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Let me say good day.